This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. So glad you could join us on this wonderful Saturday night. Here in Memphis, we have an interconference matchup with the Grizzlies looking to create some cheers for this crowd. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Wizards. Pierce and Nene filling up the forward spots. G is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Gortat in at the center position. And here is Conley following the three from G. Randolph can't hit.
Zach Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's G, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
So for the Wizards, their last game a win against New York.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have. Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. I mean, he's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires.
11 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. G's got 7 points.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Now here is Carter, averaging 14 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Conley dishes to Randolph. Fires it up. They get the rebound.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. He really took advantage.
Here's Pierce following the basket by Marc Gasol. Nene against Randolph from close range, and Nene gets it to go on the assist from Beal.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by G. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Dave Yeager gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
Thank you, Doris. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Conley. Passes it to Gasol. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Washington, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
Well, you just had to love the reception for Pierce and KG in their first game back in Boston. No surprise there. The fans there some of the best in the league, and they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well deserved for what they've contributed as Celtics and certainly as NBAers.
Left side, Pierce. And that one's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Wizards?
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. I mean, you could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki were the two best players drafted that night.
5 to shoot. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Now here is Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Gasol. Hits the close-range jumper. Wizards leading by 15. Doubled by Conley. Wizards with possession. Nene the pass to Beal. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
Gasol's shot is good.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. G kicks to Pierce. Here's G, over by Conley, and that one's good by G.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
And it's Conley penetrating. Novak dishes to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Fires the three. Rebound, Washington. Here's G. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And that one's good. G's got 16.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Outside Conley. Outside Randolph. Left side Randolph. And again, it's Marc Gasol.